bababa pa tayo. Kung may message, ito lang ah. Ay, bigla. Tagal. Okay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we celebrate a momentous event. Your children have successfully succeeded all the challenges that lay before them and are now here before you as graduates. Welcome to the Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta 18th graduation ceremony. We would like to invite you to travel with us back in time and witness how your children have grown before your very eyes. Please enjoy. Let us acknowledge Let us acknowledge the presence of Ibu Afi Shamara, Chair of the Yayasan Perkembangan Anak Indonesia, with our distinguished guest speaker, Ms. Samira Shihab. Please stand. Thank you. Ibu Clarissa Subagio, Executive Director of Mintari Intercultural School, Jakarta. Ms. Nidi Kanija, Principal of Mintari Intercultural School, Jakarta Elementary. Ibu Jufinda Winorsito Hayongtityas, Indonesian Principal of Mintari Intercultural School, Jakarta Elementary. Ibu Elena Siracho, former Director of Mintari Intercultural School, Jakarta. Bapa Albert L. Racho, former Director of Mintari Intercultural School, Bintaro. Ibu Daya Rina Rudmiyarsi, Advisor for Bahasa Indonesia Studies. Our dear administrators and beloved teachers, marching to Elgar's pomp and circumstance, let us now welcome the graduating class of 2022. May we now call on Annabel Roxanne Widjaja, Audrey Zelvania Putri, Maya Evel Sukandar, Enush Nair Rajiv Kumar, and Shalom Abiel Perangin Angin from the class of 2022 to lead us in an ecumenical prayer.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, we thank you for gathering us all today to celebrate this wonderful event. It is a blessing that we are finally able to have our graduation ceremony after almost 3 years of dread, distress, and uncertainty. We would like to thank you for all the peoples present here today who have strengthened us with their minds and their hearts. You have sent us these wonderful people who have taught us the important lessons of perseverance, effort, and courage to face a new normal. We thank you for our journey with its challenges and triumphs to make us stronger, bolder, and better individuals.
Thank you, God, for giving us our parents. We cannot express our gratitude. We cannot express our gratitude enough for everything they have done for us. We thank them for not just providing for all our needs, but also for their everlasting love and support. We thank them for always being there for us every step of the way, for always having our backs, keeping us safe, worrying about us, and motivating us to learn in the midst of this pandemic. We also thank you, God, for our siblings who shared their experiences with us and for helping us out when we needed the most. We would not have made it this far without your gift of family to us all. We thank you for all their efforts and sacrifices to make this moment possible.
Thank you so much for giving us our wonderful teachers who have worked tirelessly so that we are able to learn all the important lessons, whether it's in a small Zoom room or face-to-face. We are grateful for their effort and guidance, which are crucial for the success we are celebrating today. We thank you for all the administrators and staff of MISJ for making sure we still received the quality education we needed, whatever the circumstance. We truly appreciate them and the time they spent helping us on many occasions. We thank them all for facilitating such a positive learning environment even during the pandemic.
As we move towards the next chapter of our lives, we would like to thank you for the very special people who have shared with us every step of the way, our friends. We would like to thank you for the loyalty, the support, and the motivation we have selflessly given one another. Thank you for our community to remind us that it is with them that we share our hopes, our dreams, and our future endeavors.
Finally, dear God, we thank you for everything that you have done for us, especially today, as we mark this momentous occasion, our elementary school graduation. We thank you for all your guidance and help throughout the year. Today we end a chapter in our lives, and we look forward to starting again, fresh and hopeful. Give us the strength to face challenges in the future. Strengthen and guide us in making the right decisions, but also learning from our mistakes. Protect us and the children around the world who are vulnerable to conflict, violence, and circumstances beyond their control. Wherever they are, they also graduate with us today. Amen.
Thank you, prayer leaders. Please be seated. May we now call on the principal of Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta Elementary, Ms. Nidi Kanija, to present the candidates for graduation of Class 2022 to the Executive Director of Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta, Ibu Clarissa Subagio.
Ibu Clarissa B. Subagio, I have the honor and privilege to present to you this year's graduating class for Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta Elementary. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Indonesian Ministry of Education for the school year 2021-2022. I would like to request for the conferment of their graduation. Graduates, please rise.
By the power vested in me by the Indonesian Ministry of Education and the Yayasan Perkembangan Anak Indonesia, I, Clarissa B. Subagio, Executive Director of Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta, accept the presentation of these candidates for graduation from elementary school. As I confer upon them their certificates of completion, I now declare them graduates. Let's give them a big hand. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Canija, and thank you, Ibu Clarissa Subagio. Please be seated. May I now call on Kiano Adira Angun from the class of 2022 to introduce our esteemed guest speaker this morning.
Good morning, Ibu Afi Shamara, Ibu Clarissa Subagio, Ms. Nidi Kanija, Ibu Jufenda Winursito Hayuningtyas, administrators, teachers, Elena Siracho, Bapak Albert El Racho, Ibu Dia Rina Rudmiarsi, administrators, teachers, family members, and friends. Our esteemed guest speaker is a seasoned entrepreneur and executive. She is the CEO and co-founder of the country's leading sustainable fashion marketplace since 2016. It was created for the benefit of women who are digital savvy and smart at shopping. Supporting and empowering women are our guest speaker's biggest motivations when she founded Stellar Women, a community for women in business and entrepreneurship. It is a support system for women who want to pursue their dreams and jumpstart their careers. It is an avenue where women could connect and support one another while understanding themselves better. Most recently, she is a principal at AC Ventures, one of the leading Indonesian tech investment firms in the country, having invested in more than 80 portfolio companies in Indonesia. She has a bachelor's degree in economics, psychology, and international studies from Penn State University and an MBA from Santa Clara University. Worth noting is that our guest speaker is also Mentari mom, with two beautiful daughters in the 4th grade and in kindergarten too. In her free time, she enjoys marathon training. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great joy that I introduce to you our remarkable guest speaker for today's graduation ceremony, Ms. Shamira Shihab.
Good morning, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, Mentari Intercultural School graduating class of 2022. Thank you, Keanu, for that wonderful introduction, and Principal Nidi for the opportunity to be part of today. I'm honored to be speaking here today, an unforgettable day for the graduates, for the proud parents, and for their amazing teachers. Today is one of those occasions when we get to celebrate our young ladies and gentlemen, their achievements, their perseverance, and their success. It's one of those times you can take a break, breathe as a parent, and reflect, feeling good, knowing that your children are on the right path. In these past 2 years alone, we've been through so much. As a fellow Mentari mom, mom of Nora, 5th grade, and Annika coming into 1st grade next year, I totally get it. Parents, you need to applaud yourself. You've taken on a bigger role these past 2 years, teaching your children, assisting them with homework, and you should be proud of how far they've come. Those long hours past bedtime, making project deadlines, mornings searching for the Zoom links, and those fights about missed homeworks on Google Classroom have finally paid off. Graduates, your parents are incredibly proud of you today, and you should know that. They have high hopes for you. They believe in you, and they are your biggest cheerleaders. Take a look at them now, and you can see them snapping away today as they record this momentous occasion. Today is an important day for you and for those around you. Graduation can be seen as a coming of age, a sort of official way to recognize when a person enters the next chapter of their life. Reflecting back on my personal story and when I was sitting where you are today, I had no idea what my future held. Actually, I only figured out my career several years back. It has been a series of happy accidents backed by strong determination and a belief of never giving up. When I was in school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. While my friends figured out what their passions were, I was still confused. Various interests pulled me in many different directions. In college, I ended up majoring and getting 3 different degrees because I could not decide what to focus on. I was thirsty for knowledge. I wanted to know about everything. Even after completing my MBA, I still didn't have an answer for my career choice, what to do, where to focus on, until one summer I visited my family in Jakarta and realized the opportunity was here. I felt it in my heart. So after 25 years of living in the States, I returned home. I returned back to Indonesia with no friends, no plans, and no idea what I was going to do next, with only the single determination that I would finally find my purpose. When I arrived in Jakarta, I decided that I would start my own company. Starting as a new entrepreneur is almost like starting first grade. You don't know what you don't know, and the more you learn, the more you realize what little you actually knew in the first place. Within 2 years of starting, I met my first taste of failure and closed the company. It was hard, and it slapped me with realities that I could only experience with such a life rejection. My first attempt at entrepreneurship was a complete disaster. However, to experience that failure was also one of the proudest moments for me. It was a badge of honor and a privilege. I wear that failure proudly as something that I've learned from and overcome and become better because of it. I would have never been able to achieve the things I did after if I had not experienced such a challenge. Shortly after that, I met my good friend Alia and business partner. She also strongly emphasized that I should mention her today, so there you go. Despite only being friends for several months, we decided to start our first business together, Tinkerlust, a fashion technology company. Starting up as 2 female founders in the male-dominated tech space wasn't easy. It was difficult. A lot of investors didn't even want to hear about our business plan. But with plan and strategy and a lot of persistence, anything is possible. 12 months after starting our first business, it was invested by one of the largest venture capital firms in Southeast Asia. 6 years later, 120 employees hired, and 2 more businesses founded, I finally feel I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Our experiences building Tinkerlust inspired us to support the next generation of female entrepreneurs with stellar women. Now, with 15,000 members all across Indonesia, we are making an impact. There have been ups and downs, success and even failures, which is exactly how life is supposed to be. What's important is what you do with those experiences. Graduates, you have overcome 6 years of challenges, mountains climbed, summits conquered. With every year, you become a little bit more independent, a little bit more wise, and definitely a little bit more sassy. I bet you can still remember your first day here. It might have been exciting and a little intimidating. These days, when you look at the first graders, you think, wow, they look so small. I can't believe I was ever that young. Well, get used to it. You're going to be feeling that all throughout your life. Looking back on amazing moments, lifelong friendships, and hobbies that have been discovered, your accomplishments in this school are very rewarding. Now you are about to embark on the next chapter of your life with new pages to turn, new friends to make, and new environments to explore. You are ready for that next step. It's a big change, but a fun one to uncover. You know a little bit more about yourselves, what you like, what you don't, and you will continue to evolve. Your preferences will change and you'll have new favorites. Maybe your once obsession with Harry Potter has now been replaced with Harry Styles, and that's totally okay. There will continue to be lots of changes, and that is what brings excitement and adventure to life. Be open to it. Try new skills. Be brave enough to try and explore new environments and experiences to find your passion and purpose in life. Do not ever let anyone tell you that your dreams are too big. There will be ups and downs, some disappointments and failures. Do not be discouraged. Do not be afraid to fail in your quest for greatness. Graduates, as long as you try and give it your all, you've taken risks outside of your comfort zone. Continue to be curious, to explore and dream big, no matter what your dreams are, whether you want to be a successful author like J.K. Rowling, spending countless hours in front of your computer, or a technology founder like Mark Zuckerberg sleeping in your office. Put your best step forward. Put in the work. Have a strategy. We have passion and we have purpose. But at the end of the day, if we don't have a plan to achieve it, we'll never reach our goals. Having dreams will give your life purpose. Set big goals, but remember, only through dedication, discipline, and action will those dreams become a reality. So don't simply sit back and dream. Bring those ideas into action. Write them down. Create a plan. Break them up. Start walking slowly. Then run to your goals, and you'll know that anything is possible. No dream is too big for you, graduates. Secondly, always be optimistic and start your day with a smile. You are exactly where you need to be. Don't compare yourself with others because you're only in competition with the person you were yesterday. Along the way, learn from the mistakes you've made. Be better because of them, and keep them as lessons learned to become the best version of yourself. Become a better person for oneself and for those around you, for your family and your community. Finally, my last message to all you amazing graduates is to be kind. As you go into the world, remember that a loving heart is just as important as the trophy that you bring home. Be gentle to those around you, to those that are in need. Show empathy, show patience. In the future, you will meet people from different backgrounds and cultures, and kindness is the bridge that connects us all. In a challenging world, don't underestimate the simple acts of a smile that can bring so much joy to those around us. You are our future leaders. You are our future change makers. Kindness and compassion have the true power to change this world. So, congratulations to all of the graduates. Congratulations to the parents. And finally, congratulations to the teachers and everyone who have helped them reach here today. Continue soaring. Continue boldly stepping forward, becoming a better person. And may the year that lies ahead be as phenomenal as your graduating year at Mentari Intercultural School. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shihab, for that inspiring and wonderful message. We now move on to the awarding of the diplomas by Ms. Nidi Kanija, together with Ibu Jofinda Winorsito Hayonias. I would now like to call Mr. Janice De Leon Araulio.
Six A, please stand up. With much pride and happiness, I present to you the graduates from the class of 6A. Katleya Farah Amaya. Kaya receives the Academic Excellence Award for the following: Language and Literature, English, Science, PPKN, and Design. Kinsey Mateo Andres. Kinsey receives the Most Improved Award in Design. Faya Naomi Azalea. Selena Benzia Cesar. Selena receives the Most Improved Award in Mathematics. Victoria Crystal Chantalise. Caroline Delito Effendi. Carol receives the Most Improved Award in Language Acquisition Mandarin Advanced. Aba Jasmine Reaptari Gunardi. Jayon Ara. Benaya Karen. Benaya receives the Academic Excellence Award in Language Acquisition English. Nuwala Andaramulia Mudijana. Nuwala receives the Academic Excellence Award in Language Acquisition, Mandarin Advanced, and Art. Kamal Safin Nabhani. Nashita Alifa Narwandi. Bama Zahir Nugroho. Bama receives the Most Improved Award in Physical Education. Wening Kinasi Nurchayon. Maliska Pertanakusum. Arya Satya Prananda Prachestia. Arya receives the Most Improved Award in Language Acquisition English. Then Isabel Macapagal Vicente. Then receives the Most Improved Award in Language Acquisition, Bahasa Indonesia, Catholic Religion. Then is also this year's recipient of the Leadership Award. Almira Nadia Richardson. Ryan Satria Arthur. And Alan Suryo Uste. Please welcome Ms. Christina Lee for 6B.
Good morning, everyone. It is with great pride and honor that I present to you the graduates from Class 6B. Shanetta Risha Amnar. Damar Otava Sesasura. Cesar receives the Academic Excellence Award in Music. Elizabeth Caitlin. Lionel Bay Darusman. Leo receives the Academic Excellence Award in Physical Education. Arzan Razak Ipo. Nurul Sofia Ayu Hidayat. Abilal Zaira Majid. Nasha Anandita Mansuri. Emirsha Ramzi Natadinrat. Princess Adrina Pagmanagara. Enoya Aiden Prarthana Pangganjar. Enoya receives the Most Improved Award in Art. Alvaro Yusuf Panigoro. Javier Peraangin-Angin. Shalom receives the Academic Excellence Award in Bahasa Indonesia and Christian Religion. Raka Arga Permana. Salma Kalika Rahman. Andrew Xavier Robert. Ryan Adrian Romero. Priyanka Zara Said. Phoebe receives the Most Improved Award in Language and Literature Bahasa Indonesia, and together with her partner, Phoebe receives the Academic Excellence Award for this year's Interdisciplinary Unit. Alexa Putri Satyawan. Alexa receives the Academic Excellence Award in Individuals and Societies, Most Improved Award in PPKN, and together with her partner, Alexa also receives the Academic Excellence Award for this year's Interdisciplinary Unit. Julia Verita Smith. Fidel Marsangap Tani. Darius Hanifta Tegu. And Kaylee Chea Wensin. May I now call on Miss Pauline Ang.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so pleased to present you the graduate from 6C, Abdul Rahman Yakub Abed Al-Kaloti. Kianu Adiara Anggun. Kianu receives the Academic Excellence Award in Language and Literature, Bahasa Indonesia, and Mathematics. Yashira Felika Baiza. Mikaela Veda Budiman. Karen Avril Chen. Shavana Ruchitra Shalmia Dia. Sarah Lilian Ferretti Estes. Rakshan Chanakya Firmansya. Nicholas Zillow Franklin. Avisana Wajaptara Gunardi. Darasachi Indira Jarno. Agnando Bimasena Karimudin. Agnan receives the Most Improved Award in Science. Soraya Anastasia Lee. Alexandria Christabel Luntungan. Alila Putri Mangan. Fatira Kalista Meka. Atara Aliandra Nur Cahyo. Miley Audrina Pribadi. Mika Sulaiman Satari. Maya Avel Sukandar. Maya receives the Academic Excellence Award in Catholic Religion. Kylie Rose Sutandi. Daniela Aira Viparatana. Annabelle Roxanne Wijaya. Let's welcome Ms. Mitos to present the 6D.
It's my honor to present to you the class of 6D. Kiara Aisha. Vanessa Anka Wijaja. Nadira Puti Ardelia. Nadira receives the Most Improved Award in Language and Literature English. Sinar Kalima Chandra. Rishad Danendra. Rishad receives the Most Improved Award in Islam Religion. Rakan Putra Hindramawan. Parker Gabriel Kerrigan. Naimi Nirmala Lalwani. Brian Krishna Madiputra. Sena Saravina Makasao. Muhammad Cairo Narayan Ibnu Mulyawan. Cairo receives this year's Deportment Award and the Perfect Attendance Award for the school year 2021-2022. Anush Nair Rajiv Kumar. Anush receives the Most Improved Award in Music and this year's Deportment Award. Raden Roro Sakar Alia Namira Nariswari. Queen Abigail Trinity Pangabian. Audrey Salvania Putri. Audrey receives the Academic Excellence Award in Language Acquisition Mandarin Beginners and Islam Religion. Audrey also receives the Most Improved Award in Individuals and Societies. Savannah Naja Rakbini. Sophie Almira Rahman. Caitlin Rania. Dharmapala Adrianto Rasji. Alicia Erdina Larasati Sediarto. Alexandria Setiawan. Abhijay Sanjay Shamdasani. Remigius Dwi Ardo Sonaria. And Fari Iqbal Tan. Congratulations once again, Batch 2022. Thank you, Ms. Kanija and Ibo Hayoning Tias. The next part of our ceremony is the awarding of the Service as Action Award. This award is given to the student or group of students who has actively participated in the communities where they belong. This program has allowed them to develop their awareness, concern, sense of responsibility, the skills and attitude needed to make an effective contribution in our society. May I call on our Service as Action Coordinator, Padwi Agatio, to announce and award this year's recipients.
This year's Action and Service Award goes to Daris Hanif Tatago, and Nadira Putri Ardelia.
Daris' Service as Action project is donating clothes to street children and teaching English to orphans. Nadira's project is teaching English and maths at Welcome Friends. May you are all inspired and continue to do what you have started. Thank you, Padwi. Congratulations, Daris and Nadira. All right. The next award goes to the student who has exerted tremendous effort, unfaltering tenacity, and determined diligence to achieve the highest level of excellence in the different subjects. The Academic Distinction Award goes to such assiduous young men and women. To give the awards for academic distinction for the first semester, may I call on Ibo Elena Siracho? The recipients of this year's academic distinction awards for the first semester are the following students: Almira Nadia Wichaksono, Darasachi Indira Jarno, Nasha Anindita Mansuri, and Rakan Putra Hindramawan. To give the award, thank you, Ibu Elena. To give the awards for academic distinction for the second semester, may I call on the principal of Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta Elementary, Miss Nidi Kanija. The recipients of this year's Academic Distinction Awards for the second semester are Audrey Salvania Putri, Damar Otava Sesasura, Daris Hanifta Tagu, Maya Abel Sukandar, and Shafana Ruchitra Shalmiya Dia. Miss Kanija, please stay. And the recipients for both first and second semester are, do we have a drum roll there? Here we are. Are you ready? Alexa Putri Satyawan, Katleya Farah Amaya, Enoya Aidan Pratana Panggajar, Kiano Adyara Anggun, Nowala Andra Ramulya Mudijana, Selina Benzia Sesa, and Sophie Almira Rahman. Congratulations, hard workers. Let's clap our hands for them. Thank you, Miss Kanija. The next award is the School Director's Award, which goes to the student who is an inquirer, open-minded, a risk-taker, and is balanced. The award will be read and given by our Executive Director, Ibu Clarissa Subagio.
This year's recipient of the School Director's Award is Keanu Adiara Angun. Congratulations.
May we call on Keanu's parents to please join him and Ibu Clarissa on stage. Congratulations, Keanu, and the proud parents. Thank you, Ibu Clarissa. The next part is the awarding of the Mintari School Award. The award goes to a student who embodies the spirit of an ideal Mintari school student. This student is knowledgeable, a thinker, a communicator, principled, caring, and reflective. The award will be read and given by Ibu Afi Shamara, Chair of the Yayasan Perkembangan Anak Indonesia.
This year's Mentari School Award goes to Katlea Farah Amaya.
May we call on Kia's parents to please join her and Ibu Afi Shamara on stage. Congratulations, Kia, and the proud parents. Thank you, Ibu Afi. I would now like to call our Mintari School awardee, Kia. Kia, stay here first, Kia. As she responds on behalf of the graduating class of 2022.
Good morning, Ibu Afi Shamara, Ibu Clarissa Subagio, Miss Nidi Kanija, Ibu Juvenda Winorsito Hayuningtyas, Ibu Elena C. Rajo, Bapak Albert L. Rajo, Ibu Diah Rina Rudmiarsi, administrators, teachers, family members, and friends. Of course, our esteemed guest speaker, Ms. Samira Shihab, thank you so much for your words of wisdom and inspiration. Mantari Intercultural School Jakarta has been my home for the past 6 years. It only seems like yesterday when my parents dropped me in front of the school gate on my first day in grade 1. I remember being curious yet clueless, but little did I know that it would be the start of an exciting and unpredictable journey that would allow me to grow mentally and emotionally. These past 2.5 years have been so devastating for all of us, especially those who had to struggle to stay healthy, and to those who lost their loved ones. However, it also taught us a lot of lessons and changed our way of life. Our batch, I believe, was affected more than others. We were lucky that we were given the opportunity to see the rainbow after this thunderstorm of uncertainty. Despite the challenges of online learning, going hybrid, and full-on face-to-face, we fought through it. And now, we have a chance of graduating and celebrating this joyous occasion in this manner. This year taught us many lessons which I would like to share with you all. The first is facing the day with positivity and enthusiasm. At the start, online learning was weird and it presented us with many hurdles and challenges, such as resisting the temptation to not even bother showering before classes begin. I never realized our success depended on a bunch of cables, or even the expertise the IT consultant many dads had to hire for our home connections. There were many things that were discouraging and frightening inside that small Zoom classroom. If a teacher called you and you didn't know the answer, you could always pretend to lag or freeze even when there was nothing wrong with your Wi-Fi. But that won't get us anywhere. We have to allow ourselves to take chances like raising our hands, even when we're not sure if our answers are correct. We have to let our patient teachers in here and in here. We should trust them that they see our smiles, feel our energy, and know that we are so much bigger than that one-by-one space Zoom allowed us to occupy. The next lesson I learned is self-discipline and self-management. When I started grade 6 and MYP, I knew that lessons would be more difficult, expectations were greater, and I had to be better. I have one brother who is an alumnus of MISJ and another who is in grade 9, who have reminded me that school will be very challenging and that the best way I can help myself is to be prepared. It is through self-discipline and self-management that we keep ourselves motivated, especially through unfavorable circumstances, knowing that despite our best efforts, not everything goes our way. But there's always tomorrow to try again. It is through self-discipline and self-management that we become the captain of our own ships. No one is more accountable for our future than ourselves. We should embrace creativity whenever we can, however simple, however small. I love how MISJ encourages us to be creative. Instead of having digital exhibitions like others, there was a drive-through art exhibition that was more engaging, but still safe for visitors. We embrace creativity through writing, whether it's a journal or a blog. Write for yourselves or write for others, it doesn't matter. Let us uplift our spirits by sharing stories, thoughts, and opinions. Personally, I am so grateful and also proud to have contributed a short story that was published recently. I hope that my story can help bring joy to whoever gets to read it. We have also conducted many activities that push us to think outside the box, such as services action and our science investigations. Creativity in all its forms makes us and others happy. Experiencing the pandemic has also made me cherish every moment in life. Challenges will always be there, but we must not forget to have fun. Everyone here has accomplished a lot of things in their own way because you have all worked hard. But don't forget to appreciate yourself. Continue to foster relationships with friends and family, but also continue fostering a relationship with yourself. Allow yourself to live in a moment, but also a time out once in a while to de-stress. If we enjoy the journey, our lives will have the greatest destinations. So here we are at last. We worked hard to get to this point, but we didn't do it by ourselves. To our teachers, thank you for so unselfishly sharing your time and knowledge with us. You set the bar high and challenged us to live up to it. To our parents, thank you for supporting us in many ways. You took care of us, faced our daily dramas, and gave us room to learn how to work things out by ourselves. On behalf of the graduating class, we will do our best to always be positive and grateful for the people who have helped us become the young men and women we were meant to be. Open, disciplined, creative, fun-loving, truthful, kind, and principled. Former law professor and attorney Michael Josephson says, "Take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey." Once again, this is Kea, and thank you for sharing this very special moment with us. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, Kia. As a gift to all their teachers, friends, and parents, the graduating class of 2022 would like to sing their graduation song entitled Alone, Part 2 by Alan Walker and Ava Max. Enjoy! Thank you, graduates. Indeed, you are not alone. You were with your parents, your teachers, and the whole community. For that very heartwarming performance, let's give them a warm round of applause once again. Again, to the graduates and their dear parents, congratulations. Please remain seated for the recessional march to be led by our dear graduates of the class 2022. They will be back for the photo opportunities at the photo booth. You may wait for them here. Thank you.